This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on Thursday, October 24th. Thank you for joining the podcast. It'll be a quick one, I think, today. Tesla did all the work. Elon and his company outperformed or held up the entire market. If you take a look at the sectors, consumer cyclical was up 2.3% today, and Tesla is part of consumer cyclicals. Tesla is about 2% of, or 2.4% of the NASDAQ 100, and Tesla was up 21.9% after earnings. Massive move. Did all the work. I don't know what else to say. If you take a look across the board, Microsoft, which is 8.5% of the NASDAQ, was up a mere 0.03%. Apple was down 0.08%. Nvidia was up 0.6%. Amazon up 0.9%. Meta up 0.73%. Alphabet down 0.04%. They did nothing. It was all Tesla. And if you take a look at the indices, the Dow at one point was down over 300 points again today. It recovered from the lows. It was only down 140 points at the close. The NASDAQ, with Tesla in it, rallied the most, up 138 points or 0.75%. The S&P 500, which also has Tesla in it, was up 0.2% for the session. Taking a quick look at breadth, we had 206 new highs versus 155 new lows on the NYSE. 56% of stocks were advancing versus 40% declining. 46% were below the 50-day moving average on the NYSE, and 36% were below the 200-day moving average on the NYSE. I already went through sectors. If you take a look at the Mag 7, I already went through that. I mean, literally, it was a one-stock show. It was all Tesla. On the downside, what was notable was Newmont Mining. After earnings, they were down like 14%. Let me just check the closing price here. But something did not jive with the earnings, down 14.73% for the day. And silver and gold miners that did not perform that badly. It was very specific to Newmont. Just want to quickly thank everyone that took the poll from the paying subscriber group yesterday. And fortunately, I left myself open for an attack. I asked for the paying subscribers, are you seeing the market in a new way since becoming a paid subscriber? Because I always say one of my big things is I want to teach folks how to see the market in a way that Wall Street doesn't want you to see it. When you talk about auction market principles, when you talk about intraday breadth, long-term breadth, and how to see the interrelationships between different groups and sectors within the market. And luckily, everyone replied yes. So thank you for replying honestly. Let's keep peeling this onion. Again, this is going to be a quick one, but I want to go through what was strong, what was weak within the indices. So in the S&P 500, you obviously had Tesla up 21%. Molina Healthcare up 17%, West Pharmaceuticals 15%, Tapestry 14.8%, Deckers 9.49%, CBRE Group 8.4%, Western Digital 8%, Pool 7.5%, Raymond James 7.2%, GE Vernova 5.98%, T-Mobile 5.7%, ServiceNow 5.4%, UPS 5.27%, Lam Research off of earnings up 5.09%, Tyler Technologies 5.1%, Align Technology 4.1%, Amentum Holdings 3.7%, On Semiconductors 3.2%, Enphase Energy up 3.03%, Capital One Financial 2.7%, Las Vegas Sands 2.7%, Discovery 2.6, Texas Instruments 2.3, T. Rowe Price 2.2. In the NASDAQ 100, again, Tesla was up 21%, T-Mobile up 5.7, Lululemon 2.3, Micron 2.2, and Datadog 2.03. To the downside on the S&P, again, Newmont Mining, the leading downside, down 14.6%, Dexcom 12.7, Teradyne down 11, Equivia Holdings 7.2, Carrier Global 7.1, Rollins 6.5, IBM 6.2, Textron 6.1, Tractor Supply 6, Hasbro 6, Southwest 5.6, Honeywell off of earnings 5.1, Keurig 4.8, Veralto Corporation 4.6, Union Pacific 4.4, Universal Health Services 4.1, Allegion 3.7, S&P Global 3.4, Ameriprise 3.3. So there was a lot to the downside as well. In the NASDAQ, you had Dexcom down 14.4%, Honeywell 5.1, which was also in the S&P, Workday down 2.19%. So for free members, you want to stick to the knitting, stick to the macro, stick to the forest, not the trees. Watch the Mag 7. It's either one is up, holding up the markets, or the others are being distributed. That's all we're seeing right now. Overnight rallies on low volume, and during the intraday session, just maintenance mode. Continue to watch earnings releases, obviously, but when you take a look at the weighting of the S&P and the weighting of the NASDAQ, it's really the Mag 7. So it makes the job a lot easier. And I suspect precious metals, the pullback outside of whatever Newmont has going on, I suspect silver and gold to stop pulling back and potentially rallying again. So be on the lookout for SLV and GLD. Premium members, please stay on. I'd like to go through some charts with you, and we'll wrap it up. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.